A lot of us grew up hearing things like, handle it yourself, figure it out, don't depend on people. And even if nobody said those exact words, we saw this. We watched the men around us carry everything on their own: stress, pressure, responsibility, quietly. So over time, asking for help started to feel like something you do only when things are really bad. And even then, a lot of Latino men still won't do it because underneath it, a lot of us associate asking for help with weakness. Like if you need support, maybe you're failing, maybe you're not capable, maybe you're becoming a burden. And that's a hard feeling to sit with when your identity is directly tied to being dependable, especially if you grew up believing that your value comes from what you can handle. So instead of asking for help, we isolate, we internalize, we try to outwork the problem. And honestly, a lot of this comes from survival mindset. Our parents, our grandparents often didn't have the luxury of slowing down emotionally. A lot of them just had to keep moving, provide, work, survive. So emotional support wasn't normalized. Independence was. And over time, that survival mindset gets passed down generations, even when our environment changes. Now, this shows up everywhere: in relationships, at our work, in our friendships, our mental health. A lot of Latino men wait until they're completely overwhelmed before starting to open up. And even then, a lot of the times, they minimize it. Nah, I'm good. I'm just tired. It's not that serious. Meanwhile, they're carrying stress they've actually never processed. The problem is that handling everything alone sounds strong, but eventually it becomes isolation. And isolation changes people. It makes you emotionally unavailable, like reactive, disconnected, not because you don't care, but because nobody can carry everything forever. Real strength isn't pretending that you don't need help. Real strength is recognizing when you do need help. Because emotionally intelligent men don't wait until collapse. They communicate earlier, they process things earlier. They recognize that support isn't a weakness, it's awareness. A lot of Latino men were taught how to survive, but not always how to lean on other people. And those are two very different things. This channel exists so we can start having conversations around those patterns, not to shame our culture, but to understand it. So if this resonates with you, like and subscribe because we're just getting started.